Hello there, this is Taylor with Mitchell Solutions, where we provide hands-on solutions for your everyday needs. In today's video, I will be upgrading that regular doorbell to a Ring Video Doorbell. As you can tell, this job was completed at nighttime. I completed this job after I clocked out from my day job. I called Mr. Battle so we can set up this doorbell. So it doesn't matter, day or night, we can complete that job for you. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. Outside of the actual hardware that comes in the box, these are the equipment that you're going to need. First things first, you want to go ahead and cut that power. Safety first. You don't want to get to touching the wires or unscrewing nothing if that power is on. From there, we're going to go ahead and pop off that old doorbell by unscrewing the top and bottom screw to give us access to those two wires behind it. From here, we're just going to go ahead and hit those two screws that's holding down those two wires and just take off that old doorbell because we no longer need it. Now this part is really tedious because you don't want to unscrew it and end up breaking that wire, making that wire a little bit shorter. It's going to make it harder to connect to that Ring Video Doorbell. Now that that is out the way, we're going to remove the old doorbell and get ready to attach those two wires. Before doing so, let's go ahead and get that bracket off the wall. It's going to require that hammer drill to unscrew that top screw up there, which gives you access to pulling that bracket off the wall. Now let's take that same bracket and move it down to where those wires are and make placement for the new Ring Video Doorbell. Grab that level, grab you a pencil, and make sure you measure that top and bottom just so it's leveled out perfectly. As you can see, I leveled it out on the top and the side, and I got that pencil right there just so I can mark those holes to make it as accurate as possible. And right here, I have a close-up of where I moved it from and those two pencil holes that I just created. Now let's grab that hammer drill again, put that drill bit inside of it so we can create that pilot hole so we can get that screw in the wall to mount this doorbell. Now this process is also tedious. You want to be mindful on where those wires are in the wall just so when you drill, you don't end up hitting those wires. And those are the holes right there. Now let's move on to getting that bracket up on the wall. I went ahead and put the screw in the wall with my hand, and I'm following it up with this drill just so it can get nice and sturdy. And then I'm going to level it out one more time just to make sure we're on the right track. Now this part is very important because you don't want your camera view to be crooked when you're viewing it from your phone after it's installed. There we go. Got that bubble leveled out, topping on the side. Now we're good to go to head to that next step. Gonna go ahead and get that bottom screw in the wall so we can make sure it's leveled out perfectly, just so we can add that camera to those wires. Look at that bubble. That boy good. Right there in the middle. All right. Now let's go ahead and add those wires to the back of the doorbell. Now please be mindful, this is just like removing the wires from the original doorbell. Take your time, put it right into place, and don't press down too hard to break that wire. And once you're able to go ahead and add those wires, you want to place it onto that mount and make sure it's secure just so it doesn't get hit off when the wind blows or someone clicks that doorbell. And to speak more on those wiring, please be careful when you're tightening it down, because in my experience, I tightened it down too hard and broke off that wire, which made me have to use a wire stripper to pull back that material that's covering the wire just so I can expose some new wire and try to process again. And it makes it a little bit harder placing that camera on the wall when you strip the wire. So please be mindful. Looks like we finally got those wires attached. The camera is mounted. Now let's level it out. There we go. It's leveled out, topping on the side. Now let's go ahead and turn that power on and see what we got. Now, I didn't mention this in the beginning, but you do want to find that power box, find the switch, and hit that power. Now let's take a listen and hear that doorbell ring. And there you have it, people. That's how you install a Ring Video Doorbell. This is Taylor, signing out. Until next time.